Well, let's start with the beginning. I'm half French, half Chinese. I was born in Paris, and I left France when I was 2 to go to Asia. So I spent my childhood in Hong Kong and Singapore, and I did go to Malaysia a few times before going back to Paris to further my studies after high school. And now I've been in London for a bit over a year, working in the financial industry. So I've been in London for a little bit over a year now, and I love the city. I think it's a nice balance. It strikes a nice balance between the old continent level of cultural awareness and also the dynamism from the kind of Anglo-Saxon dynamism. And what I really like about London is that there's such a mix of different communities and culture, and I'm always really interested in discovering new cultures. And I don't have a role model per se. I just have a lot of historical figures and modern people that I admire a lot. What I admire the most is the ideal of the Renaissance man or woman. So basically a lot of great polymaths like Leonardo da Vinci or Galileo, Newton, Pascal, as well as all the great philosophers of the Enlightenment. But if I had to choose modern people that really influence me, I'd say probably well-known women in tech, because I'm really fascinated by the tech sector, and I studied engineering, and I think that there aren't enough women who pursue their dreams in the tech sector. How would I define success? I think to be successful, you need to be content with yourself, but not become complacent. So you must always strive to be better and always be curious and open-minded. So being successful, you have the normal definition of being successful in society. That can be through work or having a good family life, through friends, social life, etc. But for me personally, I think it's getting the right balance between being happy and still striving to attain wisdom. So my advice would be to know what you want in life. Well, obviously when you're young you don't know exactly what you'll be in 10 years' time, but set yourself some goals in the close future, but also stay open to any opportunities that might pop up, because you can't plan everything. So it's a balance between being always curious and stay open-minded, and don't be afraid to take risks, but also try to put all the chances on your side. So another piece of advice would be not to be afraid to make mistakes, because you learn from them, and nobody is perfect. We're not robots. So to quote Confucius, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall.
That's great.